What is good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I am excited to share something that's a little bit personal but really kind of life-changing for me in the last year or so that I've picked up, a new practice that I've picked up. While I wish it was somehow connected to me playing with this Nerf football, it's not. This is just me. What I actually want to talk about today is my 5-minute journaling routine. Now, I've gone off and on journaling, not journaling. I love to write, so it's a blessing and a curse to even try it. It can be incredibly painful, writer's block, all that fun stuff, and it can also be really freeing. But about a year ago, the simple changes that I made a drastic difference and really kind of transformed my life and just my mental well-being over the past year or so. And I think it can probably do the same for you. Let me put a little disclaimer here and say that I am not an organized person. I've been very disorganized all of my life. And journaling is not necessarily going to change that for you or for me, but it has helped in a lot of ways that I didn't expect it to help. So over the last year, life has been a little challenging. Lost a couple of clients, lost my full-time job, all those kind of life things that happen that you can't really control. And it just made me feel stressed at all times. I was becoming more disorganized, and frankly, I was feeling a little bit lost and kind of, dare I say, midlife crisis. But then I kind of stumbled upon someone writing about journaling. As I often do, I try to go to writing to get the thoughts out of my head. I've tried to journal occasionally in the past. It's been off and on. Sometimes I go for lengths at a time. It's not that I'm not journaling in some way or another. I often take notes on my phone, all sorts of notebooks. I'm always writing things down, and I'm always trying to get the thoughts out of my head into someplace else where I can look at them later or just let them go. But I've never been a consistent daily journaler. Is that a word? I've never consistently journaled on a daily basis, and that kind of changed about 9 months to a year ago. So I decided to give journaling another try, but this time around, give myself a little bit of leeway in the way that I do it, but also stick with the daily journaling. At all costs, daily journaling. So that's where this new 5-minute routine and specifically my new expectations for what I actually am writing down, I think makes it work for me. Here's how it works. Each morning I spend about 5 minutes on this. I start by just putting whatever thoughts come to my mind. And if you know me, for someone like myself, that can sometimes be a long, lengthy, I'm good at being long-winded. Let's just cut to the chase and be real with each other. The key for me is to let all those thoughts out. But it's the next 3 things that have really changed my relationship with journaling and really helped improve my mental well-being over the last year or so. After I've let out all those thoughts, I start by writing down 3 things that I'm thankful for. An old friend used to say, gratitude is an attitude. And this journaling process for me has really reminded me of that. Things you're grateful for could be as simple as a good cup of coffee, or just simply the fresh air that you get to breathe in a day. After that, I write down 3 things that will make today great. Now, these aren't win the lottery or buy a new house or get a new car type of things. I like to keep these super simple. The reason why I keep them simple is because I find that being able to cross off and accomplish those small things often adds to my confidence during the day and throughout the week to be able to accomplish the bigger goals that I have set for myself. Last but not least, I write down a daily affirmation. Shout out to Ted Lasso. It can be as simple as I am a strong and capable man. Don't go overboard with any of these things. That's the key. When I first started, I fell right back into my old lazy and dismissive ways, but when I finally made it a habit, I think it really made a profound difference in my life. I began feeling more positive, focused, and genuinely happier. Hell, to be honest, it's at least part of the reason why I'm making these videos now. It's like those 5 minutes set the tone for the rest of my day. And when I look back at some of my entries into my journal, I see how much I've grown. I've even started some more intensive life-changing routines that I'll share in future videos, but I can't say enough about journaling now that I've finally figured out the way that it works for me. If you're thinking of starting, grab any notebook, or even your phone. Just start. Don't overthink it. The key is consistency, not perfection. And make it your own thing. If you're not into affirmations, skip it. This is your journey, and if any part of it feels like an obstacle to overcome, just skip it. Skip it in order to be consistent. Like I said, it took me a really long time to make this a habit. And when it started to become a habit, I realized how beneficial it was. I really can't recommend journaling enough at this point. It's 5 minutes of my day. Sometimes it does take longer, but you know, it's something you can do while you're you know, it's such a small part of my day, but it's made such a big difference. And I think that if you really give it enough effort to figure out how to make it work for you, it can make a big difference in your life as well. If you do give it a shot, or if you already have a journaling practice like this, I would love to hear about it in the comments. Thanks for watching this video. My name is Nick Engvall. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.